Hi, I'm Danny with BuyRadarDetectors.com. In this video, we're going to unbox the new Beltronics GT-7 radar detector. This is an extreme range radar detector with powerful digital signal processing and patented GPS technology for supercharged detection. It also has a high-resolution OLED display. Let's open the box and take a look. Okay, looking here at the GT-7 radar detector from Beltronics. We're going to take this thing out of the box in just a moment. The box here, first of all, is very nice. Looks similar to most other Beltronics and Escort boxes. Live life in the passing lane, it says, and set your own limits. The look of this GT-7 is different from anything we've seen prior from Beltronics, so I'm really curious to get a closer look at that in just a moment. Let's go ahead and open this box. Keep in mind, I'm not going to go into a lot of detail on the features of this detector, simply because there's a lot of information out there already on the Escort Max, and the features of this GT-7 are almost identical to the Escort Max. If you're not already familiar with the radar industry, Beltronics and Escort are really the same company. They're both made by the same manufacturer, and there's a lot of overlap in their product line. So the GT-7 that we're looking at here is really an Escort Max with a different look and actually a lower price tag. So if you've been considering the Max, this may be a good option for you, especially if you like the design and the look. What we're looking at here, we'll start with the case. It's a nice case, kind of, I wouldn't say completely hard on the top and bottom, but so somewhat rigid. I'm going to guess the detector's inside here, and yes. There we go. We have the power port. Here we have our USB. This is where you can plug in your USB cable to get the updates to the built-in Defender database. We have buttons here for power, mark location, volume, sensitivity and brightness, and a mute button in the center here. I'm going to power this up in just a moment after we look at the accessories, and you'll see that the display on this thing is just phenomenal. Let's see what else is in the box, and then we'll move on to that. Here is our smart cord, power cord. Of course, this plugs into the side of the detector in the RJ11 port I showed you a moment ago. It has a mute button right on the cord. That's the nice part here. If your detector is hard to reach on your windshield, you can just press this button to mute it. Also, it has an alert light. So it's a very convenient cord. It's been around for quite a while in the Beltronics and Escort line. This sticky cup, however, is fairly new. It's been around for a year or so, probably. Large suction cup, sticks very well, and then this side would slide into the detector right here. There's a adjustment here so you can change the angle at which your detector sits on the windshield. Now, I'm going to come right back to you in just a second, and we'll talk more about the screen, and we'll go through some of the menu options. Okay, we're back. I have the GT-7 plugged in. It's powered off for now, but we'll turn the power on. This is entirely voice prompted, and the buttons here on the top are backlit, so I want to give you a nice look at that real quick. And it boots up into just an auto scan screen. What I'm going to do is press a few of these options and just let you hear the voice prompts. brightness, for example.
Full, dark, minimum, medium, maximum, auto.
You see there are several brightness options there.
Auto no, X, highway, auto scan.
Those are the 3 sensitivity options. You can disable X-band entirely quickly
Auto no,
with
X.
the auto no X option.
Highway, auto scan.
We also have the mark location button here and volume. And like I mentioned before, the mute button on top. I'm going to go into the menu on this and just cycle through the menu settings. I'm not going to go into a lot of detail about them, but I'll just take you through each of the options and maybe we'll stop and talk about a couple of them. To go into the menu, you hold down the mark and sensitivity button at the same time.
Programming.
And then
User mode, advanced.
the mark button cycles through options and the volume changes.
Completed.
The-
Programming. User mode, advanced.
There's an advanced
Pilot
and
mode, scanning,
a
bar.
there's an advanced and a novice mode. Pilot mode
Completed.
is what happens when you're just sitting idly. And I've got to run through these quickly or else they're going to time out.
Programming. User mode, advanced. Pilot mode, scanning, bar. Display color, copper. Blue. Green. Red. Copper. Speed display, on. Cruise alert. Over, speed. Meter options, standard. Basic. Threat. Tech. Standard. Tones, standard. Mild. Standard. Auto mute, on. Auto lock, on. Units, English. Language, English. Voice, on. GPS, filter, on. Auto power, 4 hours. 2 hours. 1 hour. Off. 8 hours. 4 hours. Band enables default settings. Marker enables default settings. User mode advanced.
There was also a setting for
Completed.
clearing your marked locations that I accidentally just skipped through there, but what that setting would have done is clear any locations that you've created using the mark button. This detector has a built-in GPS and also will allow you to mark locations for false alerts so that you're no longer warned when you go through those locations in the future. That's probably the best feature of this detector and the Escort Max. It makes it such a quiet detector because going by grocery stores and sources of false alerts is the most annoying thing about a radar detector typically. But being able to block those alerts makes it to where when you actually do get an alert, you're more cautious and you're more aware of it. But that's been a quick look at this detector. I've taken you through the menu. We've looked at the buttons, all the sides, the accessories that come with it. So here we are.
Powering down.
This has been an unboxing of the GT-7 radar detector from Beltronics. If you have any questions, don't hesitate to give us a call, email us, or enter our live chat at buyradardetectors.com. If you like this video and want to see others like it, subscribe to our YouTube channel at youtube.com/buyradardetectors. I'm Danny, and thanks for watching.